So Isra, can you talk to us a little bit about what you're doing? What's going on March 15th?
Sure. So I'm helping organize a climate strike that is happening across the globe, but I'm helping organize it in the United States. And so that means students not going to school for an entire day to demand real climate action.
Wow. That is bold and really impressive.
Really impressive. When I was your age, I was skipping school to smoke cigarettes. You are doing the opposite and cleaning things up. That's remarkable.
I can't even remember that far back, to be honest. That's incredible. So tell us, why strike? Why do you feel like this is sort of the best way to go?
Yeah, so we feel like striking is a demand and aggressive action to prove to our politicians and our legislators that we want something. And when you see thousands of students not attending school for one single issue, it really says something. And I feel like it's way more powerful than a basic rally after school or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's incredibly moving to see youth caring about this issue. Because, I mean, you guys are inheriting this planet from us, and it's not in great shape.
It's a fixer-upper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully not a teardown.
Not a teardown.
Not a teardown, just a fixer-upper.
Isra, can you talk to us a little bit about why is this so important to you? Is this just a general awareness that the future is really going to be very challenging? Or is there a personal story that ties you to the climate movement? What inspires you?
Yeah, so I guess I would say, growing up with climate change my entire life and seeing all of these people being affected by it, I personally felt like I needed to do something after I saw Flint, Michigan, and the lead in their water. And then I started seeing it from where I am in my home state. I'm from Minnesota, and we have really aggressive snow right now, the polar vortex. I've had so many snow days in the past 2 weeks, and you're just like seeing everything happening right in front of my eyes. And it's really, really sad because there's so many people that are affected by it. And also it's just gotten so much more aggressive these past few years.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned the polar vortex. We had a discussion about that recently, and it's kind of still going on. We're still having these big events where the jet stream's flopping around and going crazy, and cold places are warm and warm places are cold, and places like the Midwest are getting just dumped on in snow. We actually had snow here in Los Angeles yesterday.
Which is weird. Usually that's not the white powder that falls in Hollywood, but we had a lot of snow in Hollywood. It's crazy. Isra, can you tell us what do you want your audience to, or I guess not your audience, what do you want the American people to learn? What are the takeaways when they see on the news all these students walking out to protest climate change? Is there a specific message or a takeaway they should take from that?
Like what the climate strikes are advocating for? Sorry, you cut out.
Is there a bottom line what you're looking for? Are you advocating for the Green New Deal, or are you just trying to raise general awareness about what's going on with the climate?
Yeah, so it's both. We definitely are. One of our biggest asks is the Green New Deal. We believe that this Green New Deal is going to, I guess, not necessarily save us all, but it's a step in the right direction. And we also want even more aggressive climate action happening with our politicians so that real change can actually happen so that we don't end up dying.
Isra's too good at this.
I know.
Isra's too good at this. You take my spot, Isra.
Yeah.
Come here, take my spot.
Come on down. Right to the beginning.
That's a really great answer.
It really is. It's interesting. The Green New Deal feels to me, it's sort of like Alcoholics Anonymous, right? The first step is admitting that you have a problem.
Oh.
And I feel like the Green New Deal is like us admitting, hey, we have a really big problem that we have to work on.
I keep waking up in my clothes from the night before. I've got to change my life around. No, I think that's a good point. This is not the final solution. This is a step forward, and Isra's part of that. Can we get? Are there any audience reactions or questions that we'd like to address at this point?
Yeah, chime in. Yeah,
Go Bernie.
Go Bernie with the little love sign.
Well, no, I want to talk about that real quick, just
Yeah.
1 second, the Go Bernie thing that we just saw. Is there any, all these Democratic candidates right now are pretty much on the same, singing from the same page book on climate, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the Democrats are the party that admit climate change is real and that we should do something about it. You know, obviously it's a much bigger issue, and I think you have to have buy-in from both parties to make real progress on this. So, yes, I think although all of them admit that it's real, the approaches on how to address it are going to be different.
Vastly different.
Vastly different. Yeah.
And Isra, is your event tailored around any sort of political point of view? Do you have a candidate you support, or is this a general cry for help from the young people of America?
Yeah, so I guess the climate strikes, we're not necessarily like supporting any candidates or supporting any specific person, but in reality, in all honesty, we're just really making that cry out and really demanding that everybody, especially the presidential candidates, make a real stand against climate change. Not just the Green New Deal, but even more, because once you have them on the Green New Deal, it's that next step on what they're going to do as the president of the United States.
Yeah, that's wow. You really should be doing this show instead of us.
You're a pundit
Yeah.
in the making if this
Indeed.
activism stuff doesn't work out for you. That's a really wonderful answer. So let's ask you this, Isra. By the way, we're seeing love seeing young people involved.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean, it's really inspiring to me too. I think you know, young people really get it. It's all of us old fogies who are having trouble with the idea of climate change and that we have to do something about it. And what's really amazing is to hear you guys speak up about it. It's inspiring, and it's also a reminder that we're kind of dropping the ball.
I also want to ask you, is there anything that you want to tell folks about how they can sign up? How can people become involved in this strike? I assume you have to be a student in order to participate.
Yeah, so right now we have an amazing website, youthclimatestrikeus.org. And when you go to our website and you go to the strike part of the website, we have a map with all of the states that we have so far involved. And you can just click your state and contact that person that is running that state to get involved. And if your state isn't on there, then all you have to do is email, and we can totally get your state up there as soon as possible. So it's really easy, really quick, and we want everybody to be able to participate.
That's awesome. Tell us the website name one more time.
Yeah, it's youthclimatestrikeus.org.
Now give us that website 3 times again quickly.
Sure. youthclimatestrikeus.org, youthclimatestrikeus.org, and again, youthclimatestrikeus.org.
Yes.
You're the numbers guy, but that seemed right to me.
I think it was
that
right.
seemed by
Yes.
3.
Yes.
You know,
Isra.
Isra, this is really great. We are huge fans of what you're doing. We're going to continue to plug it until it happens. And thank you so much for everything that you're doing.
Yeah, and again, if you're out there in the audience, send us a comment. Let us know what you're thinking, and we'll try to talk to it on the air.
Yes. And Isra, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Isra.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Are you doing anything fun and exciting for your birthday today?
No, nothing specific. Just, organizing for that climate strike. So.
Man, dedication. Wow. It's so impressive.
Well, we're super honored to have you here. Yeah.
Thank you, Isra.
Yes.
Godspeed. Thank you very much. Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Thank you.